Solve the rational inequality. X minus 6 over x plus 8 is greater than 0. The first step to solving this rational inequality is to set the numerator equal to 0 and solve for x. And when this is done, x is 6. The next step is to set the denominator equal to 0 and solve for x. X plus 8 equals 0 means x will be equal to negative 8. The next step is to set up a number line so a sign analysis can be done. So here's my first number, negative 8. Here's my other number, 6. And these numbers here were found in step 1. So now that we have our intervals set up, we just need to pick a test point or test value in each interval. And I picked negative 9 because negative 9 is to the left of negative 8. I picked 0 because 0 is between negative 8 and 6. And I picked 7 because 7 is bigger than 6, or to the right of 6. So then we just have to figure out whether these test values make this inequality true or false. So we will substitute in negative 9 into the inequality, negative 9 plus 8, and that inequality says we need to be bigger than 0. So negative 9 minus 6 is negative 15. In the denominator, negative 9 plus 8 is negative 1, is bigger than 0. That simplifies to 15 is bigger than 0. That's true. So to the left of negative 8, I will shade. And that goes on forever to the left. In the middle, I picked 0 for the test value, and then I will evaluate the inequality at 0 to see if it is true. So in the numerator, negative 6, in the denominator, positive 8, bigger than 0. That simplifies to negative 3 over 4 is bigger than 0. And that is false. So there will be no shading happening between negative 8 and positive 6. In the last interval, I picked 7 to be my test value. So I will evaluate the inequality at 7 to see if it ends up being true. In the numerator, I'm left with 1. 7 minus 6 is 1. In the denominator, I have 9. And yes, 1 over 9 is bigger than 0, so that is also true. So to the right of 6 and forever right, all of those values will give me something that is bigger than 0 in our inequality. The only thing we have left to do now is to write all of this in interval notation. And since way back at the beginning I know we have to be strictly greater than, there is no equal to, that I will be using parentheses in my interval answer. So I will put the final answer in blue. I know that I will go all the way from negative infinity to negative 8. And we're using parentheses because of the greater than sign in the original inequality. I'm skipping the shaded area. And over here, I know that the graph will go from 6 all the way over to infinity. So we have all of this interval with a union in between them is the final answer.